He's squealing. It's always good to take a big dump. Today in the wood yard, we're cutting more dead oak trees coming up right now. Well, I was cutting along merrily. I got about half this tree cut up, and I noticed my saw was vibrating kind of funny, so I looked down on the muffler. As you can see down here, I lost both of the muffler bolts. They go right, one's there and one's there, so it's kind of rattling. And I just figured, oh, no big deal, I'll just keep cutting. And about 3 cuts later, all of a sudden the saw just poof, stopped. I look down and look at here. That's my sprocket from the inside. Busted out. Came around the chain. So yesterday I smashed a saw, and today my oldest saw puked on me here, and now I've got, I'm down to 1 saw. This job is kicking my butt. So I guess I need to buy another saw. And I know what some of you are thinking, I should buy a steel. That's not a bad idea, actually. I'd have to look at getting a 500i. Oh, that sucks. So I'm down to 1 saw now, and I got all day to cut, so that's not going to be fun. So anyway, better get back at it. So that tree is down, and I wanted it to go that way, which it did exactly what I wanted it to, but it was actually leaning this way. So I basically walked it over with the wedge over this way, so about 45 degrees, because it had to lean this direction, not that way. But you can see I cut the wedge over on this side, and then I cut this side so it was still hanging here, so it couldn't come this way. I wanted it to go that way. So I look at how far I drove the wedge in. I walked it over that much and dropped exactly where I wanted it to. So that was a great success. It's about time something goes right. first load. It is on, it is in. And we're gonna go dump it to Crumpet over at my brother's house. And we're gonna get some lunch and we're gonna come back and we're gonna do it all over again. Here we go down the road. She's screaming in protest. I have to take some weight off for the front. Yeah, sometimes when I get a big load like this, it just won't lift it. It's a little lower in the front than the back. Probably can't see it from the camera, but from over here, it's a little higher on this end. It's a little slopey, better. But I don't think I got to take off too much. It should go. Let's see if I can get that branch. There, let's see what happens. Looks like the dump was successful. Alrighty. Now, one of the guys made a comment on the channel about how I like to cut from the butt end up first, not going to the top. Not always. Sometimes I start at the top if, that's the easier place to go, but then there's other times I start at the bottom because the log like this one, there's no branches, so the tree's laying right on the ground, so it's not being held up at all. And a lot of times I like to start at the butt because it is lifted up from branches that are up higher, and the pieces just fall away. So it really depends on how it falls. Sometimes my brother cuts with me, and we each start on one end, and that works good too. That worked out nicely. We're going to do it again. That didn't work so good. Looks like the knot let loose. Here we go, take two. We tied it up higher and he tied a better knot or bigger knot, I don't know. More knots, you know what they say. If you don't know how to tie a knot, tie more of them. But got the pulley up a little higher and he tied more knots. He gets the rope for free from the mill, so because it's stuff they're going to throw out after it's used. So he's squealing. Look at that. That's the way to get out of the brush. So yeah, we pulled these out because it's really thick, heavy brush in there. So this way we can just cut it right in the open. So here's the scoop on the next one. We get the pulley to the same tree, truck's in the same spot, but that tree's got a real heavy lean that direction. But we're gonna pull it this way so we're not in the brush down there. So we're gonna bring it out into this opening here. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna notch it on this side over here, and we're gonna pull it this way. So here we go again. So that baby was just a rock and wanted to go that direction. Without the rope, it would have went that way for sure. Plus the wind is blowing real hard that way. It just didn't want to go, but pulled it over. It wasn't pretty, but it's down. So that load is on. That is load 2 for the day. And we'd have time for one more load. The sun is high enough, but we're pretty tired. So I'm gonna take this back, I'm gonna go dump it, and you're gonna see it right now. Another beautiful load of oak is about to get dumped. Couldn't wait to get out. I'm so happy to be here. Ooh, barely, just barely. I took a little bit off, so that is a load. Beautiful. It's always good to take a big dump. So there it is. Load number 3 that I brought back. And my brother also has 3. And there is about 13 to 14 face cords, which means that this pile, oops, that means this pile from there all the way over to there is about $1,400 worth of wood, maybe $1,500 depending on how much I end up with once I get it split and stacked. But it's a good bunch of wood, and it was free. The price was right, which is the price I like. The free part, that is. There, do I look better? So there it is. The pile grows. And I think that's all I'm going to do for this week, because I have to get all this split and stacked. I'm going to put it right in that hole back there. That's why I kind of dumped it here. So this all has to be split and stacked, and I've got 2 truckloads up there to do, and I got a whole bunch of other stuff to stack. I got 5 truckloads to stack besides this loads that I've got here. Truckloads meaning semi-loads, so a lot of wood. So I got a lot of work to do, and I think I better get busy, just like every other day. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for being here. Please hit the buttons, hit the like, the subscribe, the share. I like it when you do that. And tomorrow we're going to be back here. I'm going to do some more work. You're going to be here watching because that's what you're good at. Might as well keep doing what you're good at. And between now and tomorrow, get outside, get cutting. Good night, Irene.